Hello everyone. In this short video, I would like to demonstrate a difference between a white box validation and a black box validation. And the example I'm taking is from Stewart Robinson's book, Simulation, the Use of Simulation, the Model Development and Use. So let's take an example of a model, and I draw a very rough sketch of the model. Let's say this is our model and this is a kind of a black box, let's say, and we don't know what is happening inside the model. And this model has got two terminals at the input and one terminal at the output. Now let's suppose that the input terminals are named X and Y and the output terminal is named as Z. Now at some point we got some data that when the input is X equals to 2 and Y equals to 2, the output is Z equals to 4. Now, without going in a white box validation and micro level details, we can assume that this is basically leading to a model of Z equals to X plus Y, which is true in case of this data set. But what are the consequences of not doing a white box validation and checking every detail inside the model is that this output can equally be possible if we have X equals to 2, Y equals to 2, and X equals to 2, Y equals to 2, and instead of having addition, we are having X times Y, which will also give us the Z, which is equals to 4. So it might be the case that instead of this X plus Y, the model was X times Y instead. And so if that is the case, then imagine that if the inputs are now changed to X equals to 3 and Y equals to 3, now our validation will be looking for a value 6 at the output, which should be the value at the Z. However, in reality, the value of Z should be equal to 9. Now, as you can see that there is an error of almost 50% in our justification in our output. So that is why this is really important to see and check the overall white box validation before really making assumption about what is going inside this black box. So another danger is that if you just do a black box validation without going into the details of a white box validation, we may tweak our model elements to behave on the terminals like how we want it, in this case to be 6 at the output, and we may causing some biasness in the model and changing some parameters which should not have been changed, because we are tweaking it in a way that it behaves how we want it to be rather than actually representing what the real situation is. So this is very important that we conduct both type of tests in order to be sure that what is actually happening inside the model. So white box validation is equally important as it is with the black box validation. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.